With a presidential election year upon us, the importance of engaging the next generation of voters has never been more important. One Chicago organization is doing just that by bringing young women of color to the people and places where decisions are made. Kenya Mercer, Senior Program Manager with Ladies of Virtue, is here to tell us more about it. And she has Jayla with her, who is one of the mentees, part of the program. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, tell us about this program, because it just started January 13th, and it's a pretty big deal because Jayla's a part of it.
Yeah, so Ladies of Virtue itself is a mentoring and leadership program for girls, and we're teaching our girls to be purpose-driven leaders in 3 ways: character development, career readiness, and civic engagement. So this new program for us is that civic engagement piece, Fannie's Fight for Freedom. We're really excited about it.
And you mentioned Fannie, and those of you out there should know who Fannie Lou Hamer was and what her whole thing was about. You know, it's about getting the vote, getting people out there and becoming involved in civil rights.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that is what we strive to do in this program, to really reach our girls, teach them about the importance of voting, their civic duty, and get them really excited to make those changes and address some of the issues that are important to them in their communities.
Fannie Lou Hamer was one of our ancestors. So she's tell the folks a little bit who don't know, like I said, you should know who she was and why she's so important to our society.
Of course, she was like phenomenal. She's like a staple in the fighting movement in civil rights, to speak volumes of getting folks to vote, not only African Americans, but people as a whole, the country as a whole, to really fight for the rights so that we can vote, so that our children can vote, so that our children's children can vote. And so she's really a staple. A lot of people don't know, even our girls, some of them didn't even really know about Fannie Lou Hamer.
I mean, it was Martin Luther King. There wouldn't be Martin Luther King without Fannie Lou Hamer. There wouldn't have been Malcolm X without Fannie Lou Hamer. So she was involved in these important steps that all of us should know about our ancestors, especially our female ancestors. Jayla, you're a part of this group. How does this make you feel? You learn the importance of voting, don't you?
Yes.
And you're going to D.C.
I am, and it's very exciting. This D.C. trip coming up is very inspirational. It's teaching me the importance of voting and teaching me the importance of educating younger people in my community about voting as well.
You're a junior right now in high school, so soon you'll be going to college. You say you want to go to Spelman College in Atlanta, and good for you. But did you know what voting was before you became a part of this program? Did you know the importance of voting?
I did know the importance, but this program has helped me with a better understanding and the fight to vote, and just never take it for granted. So don't be too lazy when it comes to the time of voting. But
do you know that there's a movement out there to keep people from voting?
I do.
Especially people in the African American community. How does that make you feel when you hear that?
Hurt, offended that I have a choice to live in this country, but I don't have a choice to vote in the country.
Now, this isn't the first time you're taking kids to D.C., right?
Yeah.
How has this been successful, do you think, with the girls that you've taken before?
Yeah, so we've done this before, but when we did it before, it was a small group. This year, we're taking 27 girls, which is a huge, huge big deal for us. Not only because it's a lot of girls, just because when we go to DC and we participate in Capitol Hill, our girls are going to be able to sit down with legislators and people that make laws and people that are transforming in terms of politics. And so by us taking so many girls, not only are they representatives of themselves, Ladies of Virtue, but Illinois. Our girls are coming to represent the young people in the mentoring space in Illinois. So it's phenomenal for us.
Before they even get to that point, though, they've met a lot of legislators here in Chicago, haven't they?
Yes, yes. So part of the program is for them to sit down with local politicians and have those candid conversations, those inspirational conversations with their aldermen, City Clerk Anna Valencia, and for them to really be exposed to their fights and the things that they did to pave the way in Illinois. And so it's been really nice for those leaders to really be excited about sharing those different things with our girls and taking times out of their busy schedules to sit down and talk to them and listen to some of the things that they are inspired in, the things that they believe
Inspire
in.
them. Do you want to go into politics now, Jayla?
No.
or dissuade them from going to politics, right? But it makes you understand the
Yes.
importance of politics,
It
doesn't it?
gives me a new light on the fight and the sacrifices that it takes to be in politics. So I'm more appreciative of it, but I wouldn't say I want to be a part of it.
It makes you understand it. We're getting ready to vote on the president coming in November, a new president. Maybe Biden, maybe whomever the Republicans decide to choose. But do you feel a part of the process now?
I do. I feel it's important that my voice is heard, and I'm very appreciative of this opportunity. Yeah.
Do you look at it differently than you did before joining this group?
I do. I do.
How so? Do you watch politics more now?
No.
No? But you do understand it more,
I do,
right?
I
And,
do.
and what about the girls with you? Do they understand it more? Do you
I
feel it
can't-
more empowered?
I can't speak for everyone, but I personally feel more empowered, and it is very nice to see the girls engaged in the conversations that we do have around this program. So, yeah.
Okay. Jayla, thank you. Kenya, thank you. You're doing
Thank
great stuff.
you.
Great work. For more information on the Fanny's Fight for Freedom initiative and all the other programs sponsored by Ladies of Virtue, visit lovchicago.org. I love that. Love.